let's get to the next subject.
Let's get to the next one.
Fam, you're gonna. This is so funny.
Okay, so
I'm gonna start laughing with this crap. I'm gonna start laughing with this crap.
First of all, I want to say that we don't really do this kind of shit because it gives them more attention. But I have to address this because of the hypocrisy of it. So Nomiki Konst, we know she is a NATO-backed, pro-Biden. I didn't even put it in there, but she had some tweets from 2015 where she was supporting Biden. She wrote an article about why Biden should be the next president and all of these things. And so Nomiki Konst actually uplifted an actual white supremacist while attacking the anti-imperialist left. Like this white supremacist continuously, all her tweets and all her videos are about myself, Niko, or any other anti-imperialist leftist, whether it's Comrade Bisty, Assange folks. They label them as right-wingers. Talks about how we're all Nazis and white supremacist sympathizers. Getting that accusation, it's just hilarious, Johnny, and I know you have an opinion on this, but Niko and I talked about it, how a lot of these attacks are coming from people who are directed at people like Niko, myself. Brianna Joy Gray's been getting it too by a lot of them, and even Justin Jackson, all these people. I mean, there's a commonality there. We're not white, and yet they're dismissing that and using this identity politics in reverse because they're completely trying to say, oh, you're not Latina or you're not this or you're not that, and they're using that to say I'm siding with fascists for simply not wanting people to get killed on either end, like for not being okay with state-sanctioned police killings, for saying that not everybody is a Trump supporter or who's a Trump supporter is a fascist, for saying things like, hey, this isn't what happened at the Capitol, I was there, oh no, you're being a white supremacist. So this is the thing. Nomiki Konst did a video with Francesca Fiorentini that she got from this woman. She's her at is Pogs for Bernie, and she did all these videos on how there's a brown versus red coming in. So she's saying that a lot of us leftists are aligning with the white supremacists, and we're creating this sort of fascist takeover, and we're GOP undercover agents and blah blah blah, all this crap that's actual conspiracy. And she's told Niko, the Niko House crew reminds me really heavily of Kiwi Farms and 4chan in their typing style, word choice, and sources of information. Not good, bizarre stuff. We'll probably block them after a bit more mockery. So this person is an actual grifter. She has admitted so much to some people. And Niko said, does someone want to explain this to me? Or I don't know who said that actually, but and then she said 4chan shit posts from 7 years ago, dumb shit, very, very gross stuff. So she had some 4chan posts, and we're going to go over them. These are her old tweets, 4chan posts, whatever it is. I think it was 4chan mostly, and then a couple of other things.
So
and
she's posted on 4chan and accusing people of being 4chaners?
Right. So her name was Saibi Domian herself. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that. Cyber Demon 531.
These are tweets right here that we're seeing.
You can't summon those with a Ouija board, fam. Cyber demons are just
no. Yeah, that's not my specialty.
I gotcha.
My specialty is talking to friendly ghosts.
Gotcha.
So that's time for another discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, so she said, reminder to GTFO and go back to the forest, your dirty apes. #Ferguson decision, #debate me. And this is not that long ago, November of 2014. What's wrong with black women? Most of them, I can't even read this. You guys can. I don't even want to read this. I'm not okay with this. And all of those, you guys can see these, right? I'm not even going to read it. I'm not going to read it. She's actually Jewish, I believe. So maybe that was a self kind of, own. And Johnny put her Reddit, and he confirmed that it's her. Of course, we can confirm with a screenshot as well. But this is her. That was their Reddit.
So
and
Nomiki sharing these
Nomiki has had her on her show multiple times.
Nomiki.
And propped her up, saying she's right. We saw the video with Francesca Fiorentini where they were saying, oh, see, yeah, this is right. They're fascists. They're really not leftists at all. They're aligning themselves with Trumpers. So this is what Nomiki Konst is doing. And she's constantly tearing people apart on the actual left, right? She's been exposed countless times for being who she is. And there are some more of these tweets of this woman who Nomiki has propped up.
So this is a Reddit thread.
This is a Reddit thread.
People were asking her to answer questions about, because she was saying it was just making edgy jokes with her friends.
She's a comedian. Got it.
So here it says, but when other people see that and they aren't in on the joke and they call you a racist, they aren't SJWs, they are just normal people.
Oh.
The average person doesn't see your overtly racist jokes as something funny. I like to see you go up to an actual black person and call them that word and see how fast you get beat up.
Yeah, that's
and
not a
she
joke.
Said, I wasn't banned from any website over calling black people that word. So this is irrelevant. I never said you were. You said that on Twitter, and it was a racist remark. It's something a 15-year-old would say. Do you realize the tweet in question was 3 years ago, right? So she's just saying it was 3 years ago, and
3 years ago isn't a long time.
And it's a joke because it's a joke, and jokes are always a free pass. And she's this person said you seem to still be defending it. Not a joke, just an unfunny attempt at being edgy. That's not for you to decide. And someone says, she said, someone said if you jokingly tell someone that they're worthless and should kill themselves, and they do, then it's fine, right? Because it was a joke. And she says everything's contextual and depends on the situation, location, time. She just keeps defending it. Yeah. And
way to prop up somebody like this, Nomiki.
And it's ironic too, because these are the people, like, seriously, like, and then she goes on and on and MWF some N on org calls me a racist. I mean, this is just, it's disgusting. And, you know, we've seen some of these already. And I just want to say
Cyber Demon 531, that's her @
yeah,
which is the same as the Reddit one.
Yeah. And
now she's Pogs for Bernie.
Yeah, exactly.
On
now
Twitter,
she's Pogs on Twitter. She's Pogs for Bernie, and what she uses a lot is saying, "Oh, I'm trans, and they're attacking me because I'm trans." Nobody's attacking you because you're trans. They're just using your own words against you, because like all of her tweets
trans people can't be racist, right?
Right?
No, they can't.
Yeah. They can't. It's ridiculous.
Sorry, guys.
At this point.
We're gonna
cut
that segment, roll it back. We didn't realize that. Yeah, fam, we just can't.
It's just like ridiculous because this person who I haven't given any attention to, I know she made a video.
She's made multiple videos
of ourselves. Yeah.
This is the last one we'll be making about you.
Yeah.
This is
the first and the last.
Your name will not be uttered out of our mouths ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Because we know you want attention and we don't want to give it to you. But we had to point this out because here's a person that's actually peddling racism, gaslighting, and calling us racist when I would never, ever in my life use words like that, ever. My mother taught me better, and it's disgusting to see, and it's disgusting to see the gaslighting from these people where did they come from? Out of nowhere, they're over here talking about how we're not real leftists. I'm sorry, that's not the case. We have done so much work. They also say that we don't do anything, that we've never been on the ground, that she's an organizer. Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
No, fam.
You have no idea.
You're not Italian.
Go look at my Facebook and blah, 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 and all this other shit, and, like, you can see all this crap. And somebody put, because I called pasta my Italian grandma. Like, they don't know that's a joke.
Fiorella has never said she's Italian. Neither is Johnny. They've always been proud Peruvians. I'm the Italian American. In fact, I'm 66% Southern Italian. I always point that out. But they never said that. But a lot of people feel because your name is whatnot. Well,
Latinos are heavily made up too. We're of Mediterranean. We have, we're like European descent and Native American descent. I have a lot of Mediterranean in me, and that's the fact. That's the fact that I have. And like you can't use that and say that I'm Elizabeth Warren, because if you don't know, ethnicity of a Latino is a hodgepodge of things. Like we have the Moroccans invaded Spain, so you have Moroccan and Spanish. You have a lot of Italians that came to South America, and that's where this comes from. And then you have a lot of that in our culture, where you have the African, the European, the Native mix. So it's an ethnicity. It's not a race.
Yes.
When sometimes you have to go on the census, they literally make you choose. What are you racially? Latinos, most of them are racially white because there's no other classification for them. This is stupid that I have to explain this. And because I said that about Latino having to mark white when Elizabeth Warren was marking Native American, and that pissed me off because I have more Native American in me than she will ever have. And people were like, "Oh, so you are white?" I'm like, "Well, like there is no like race difference between Hispanics and some when you go to the census. Like, it's unfortunate. Johnny has to put white sometimes, and Johnny is not white. Johnny is as brown as it gets.
Johnny indigenous.
Johnny is as brown as it gets, and he's forced to put white because that's just what they have. This is so fucking stupid, trying to discredit people for what they are. And like I said, Latinos, we're a hodgepodge. We're a mixture of things. Like, I know my grandpa always said he was Italian. My grandpa always said that he had this and that. I think we're even Asian. I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
No, fam, the problem is you can't get a test back of the 3 you took because they don't want to expose that you're part alien.
Well, that's too.
We're talking about.
We are actually alien.
UFO flying saucer alien.
Any hooser.